I'm Emily Hardesty, and today I will be presenting on why we should make the switch from traditional pavement to permeable pavement. First, let's start with two scenarios. Scenario number one, would you rather go swimming in a lake that's filled with toxic algae and pollutants, or in a crystal clear, clean lake? I'm going to go with crystal clear. Scenario number two, say it rained every day for a year, and you had to walk to work every single day. Would you rather walk through puddles on your way to work, or just walk on wet pavement? There's nothing more that I hate than walking around all day in wet shoes and wet socks, so I'm going to walk on the wet pavement and skip the puddles. What's the difference, you ask? Permeable pavement. Permeable pavement is an alternative to normal pavement, and this type of pavement can come in many styles and forms, including pervious asphalt, pervious concrete, interlocking pavers, and plastic road pavers. It allows rainwater and snowmelt to move freely through the pavement, usually to a rock or sand reservoir, and the pollutants are filtered out from there. The switch to permeable pavement would solve many environmental, financial, and infrastructure problems. I will go through 5 main points on why we should make the switch. Point number 1 is the environment. Stormwater runoff is harmful to the coastal ecosystem, and permeable pavement reduces the risk and the effects of stormwater runoff. Stormwater runoff has effects such as erosion, toxic algae, which leads to fish kills, and sewer backup. This affects tidal marshes, which is one of the most diverse ecosystems in the world, and we've already lost about 25 to 50% of them globally. This also affects home ownership through erosion. The first time that I was introduced to permeable pavement was actually in high school, at my high school. They were building a new high school, and they decided that they were going to put in all permeable pavement for the sidewalks and the parking lots. And they did this because I live in a coastal community, and my coastal community has been built up over the years. Everywhere you look, there's a sidewalk, a driveway, a road, and there's been many pollutants into our river because of this. People fertilize their lawn, and they change their oil in their driveway, and all of that gets washed right off the pavement, down into the storm drain, and right out into the river, and that causes toxic algae blooms and fish kills. It's even affected our economy. So I'm happy that we made the switch, and I'm glad that I got to learn about it in high school. Number 2, it's natural disasters. Floods are the most common natural disasters, and permeable pavement reduces the flood risk. According to the Federal Emergency Management Agency, 13 million Americans live within a flood zone. And from 2010 to 2018, FEMA estimated that it costs $17 billion each year to fix the damages that floods cause. And permeable asphalt reduces the risk by the way that it's engineered. Again, the water doesn't sit on top and cause floods, it soaks down through and gets filtered out from there. The third point, there's a reduced need for salted roadways. Isn't that amazing? If you live in the north, you know what I'm talking about. Permeable pavement has air pockets, and these pockets are capable of trapping and releasing heat, which expedites the melting process. Researchers have found that permeable asphalt actually only needs 25% of the quantity of salt that normal asphalt needs. Salt on roadways leads to potholes, which are cause infrastructure issues that need to be fixed by local, state, and federal governments. According to AAA, Americans spend $3 billion a year on car damages as a result of potholes. And Maryland State Highway Administration fixes about 43,000 potholes a year, costing $4 million. And that's in the 8th smallest state. Could you imagine the effect that permeable pavement would have in states such as Texas or California? Reason number 4, driving safety. So, now that water is not sitting on the roadway, it's seeping down through the roadway, it reduces tire spray, which increases the visibility, and it reduces the risk of hydroplaning. If there's anything I hate more than walking around in wet shoes and socks, it's the annoying spray on my windshield from the tires. And moving on to the fifth and final point is cost efficiency. Permeable pavement is the drainage system. It reduces the need for traditional drainage. Traditional drainage includes pipes, retention ponds, and ditches. On normal asphalt, you have water that needs somewhere to go. It can't just sit there. That causes a flood. So many times you'll drive somewhere and you'll see a ditch on the side of the road or there's pipes underground. And the EPA actually estimated that retention ponds can cost up to $35 per cubic meter and even more for the cost of maintenance. To summarize, benefits include environmental, safety, and financial. We should not lay down any new pavement without considering permeable pavement first. And I have a goal. I believe that new building codes should be established to include a certain percentage of a city's surface area should be constructed with permeable asphalt. Doing this reduces toxic runoff, erosion, fish kills, floods, salt usage, potholes, car accidents, and the need for expensive drainage. So, my only question is, why aren't we doing it yet? So I hope you get out there and you educate yourself more on the uses of permeable pavement. I hope you sign petitions and you possibly write to local government in your area, especially if you live in a coastal area, about the usage of permeable pavement. Thank you for your time.